Joined by our awesome rockstar team of remote viewers. We have Edward, Daz, Naeem, Dick, and Derek. And we're going to be going through their predictions for the coming up month of March. So we're going to get into it. And I'm going to pick on, let's see, let's have Dick go first. I haven't had you go first yet.
Okay, this will be fun because I did this over a week ago. I don't remember. This is all going to be new to me because I just get them, draw them down, and move on. So let's take a look. A Twitter attack or X attack, something like a hacking, denial of service, or legal attack, lawsuits, litigation, Musk under fire, something attacking Twitter. All right, Daz, a UAP report comes out. Some new information is released. It has an official seal, shocking UFO information, maybe alien life or something with like Brookings type implications.
Wow. Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Let's see, who wants to go next? Naeem.
um, a, a deployment or movement of a large ship and or ships, and I want to say like battleship, and this feels like major, like I get like national security, patriotism, protection. Like it could be like a gunship or holding a battalion or something like that. Military conflict, crossfire. I get the word warmageddon, conflict resolution, warmongering, kind of like a call to arms. So it's just not looking good. And I didn't really want to go any further with that, but the next thing I saw was a person with a pointer in front of like a map, and it does feel very war room, movement planning, preparation, like a briefing, conflict, a border crossing, some type of territorial dispute. Don't jump the gun, use patience, that kind of talk going on here. So could be a major military event uh, in the coming month. And for Bitcoin, I did this before it started going crazy. I did this on like the 21st or something. But it feels like a lot of positive movement this month.
Yeah, thanks, Naeem. That's really interesting stuff. Let's have let's have Daz go next.
Top financial news for March. I felt like there would be a peak and then there would be a big swift drop. I feel like this is rumbles, like it's being manipulated in a planned event, and so the planned event is starting or building at a rapid pace. I tried to ask what this was, and I had the words a massive retracement. I don't know if that's to do with Bitcoin or if it's to do with the larger markets, but then I had the word fold, and a big red dang feed into this. Top global news again, looking at, I had the idea of a virus here, but this isn't a physical virus. It feels like it's more computer based. And I had this visual here that I just couldn't shake. And I don't think when they're talking about this in the press, they can actually show a real computer virus. So they use like a virus picture to kind of highlight it. So the news headlines are about some kind of cyber attack on infrastructure. But I also was feeling a bit confused here as well. I had, details like leak and a hack, but I wrote here, I may be mixing up two things here. I feel kind of like COVID kind of details, but also something bigger and more cyber related, which is USA based. And then just some general notes at the end there. I didn't like this one. I didn't like March. It felt very chaotic and manipulated. Overall, troublesome and worrying. I wrote here, tensions will rise, tremors will be felt. I see this is all a bit obscure. A mountain will topple. I don't know what all this means now. I'm looking at it. It had a stuffy, starved of oxygen feel. Like I'm watching a precursor month to even worse shit that will hit the fan. With the words, it's coming. I can't even remember doing any of this, to be honest. The word it's coming there massively underlined as well with a big sad face.
A little bit chilling there, Daz.
Yeah, that seems like a bit of a daunting message there. I can't even remember writing any of that, to be honest, but yeah, I wasn't
Yeah, you
happy.
guys do so many of these that I imagine you do it and you forget about it, right?
Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Let's Edward. Let's go with you next.
So it's interesting. Daz called it a rumble in the market. I called it an earthquake in the market. And with the same kind of drop here, but it felt like it was for a couple of days with an uncertain feeling that hits that market, but it was just like a few days and it then comes back, boom, and it comes back. Stressful couple of days, wild swings, could be called the market earthquake. And there's these guys in the things and are all screaming and a whole deal. Oh, you know what? Forget about that one. I think this one was the one I liked the least. Migrant showdown, like a migrant revolt. The next stage in the plan for a violent takeover, the taking up of weapons. I hope I'm way wrong on this one. Mob rule, shakedowns, political bribes, marches seeing violence. U.S. Ireland. Oh, this I didn't like either. Ireland could see we could see the return of the IRA, the Irish Republican Army in Ireland, and Italy as well. I agree. March feels very tense to me. It was a daunting task to do the
You had some
predictions.
scary stuff in yours, Edward.
Some of those I really didn't like, and I really hope I'm wrong on those.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Derek, let's see what you got, man.
Like several of us, I see interest in crypto surging in front of the Bitcoin halving and prices continuing to rise. And, something that I want to reach back into our most recent, actually the last few crypto targets we've done, where we have seen, if you'll go back and reference those tables, I think you'll notice that February and March were relatively good, and there's some anomaly happens near the end of March. This was interesting for me. I saw little like child-sized mummies, or something. Archaeological dig finds mummies of small people, maybe children, and it had a South or Central American feel to it. And they were definitely underground. They were in some kind of it didn't look like a cave. It looked like almost like I don't know, I would say like a pyramidal type of a tomb or something like that. But they found these child-sized mummified little guys, and they were starting to investigate. That was very interesting to see. U.S. gun rights saw a bill to limit ammo failing to move forward. I think there were enough Second Amendment people stepping up to block this. But yeah, and I saw ammunition and rifles and a wide variety of complaints on either side. But it just seems like a never-ending struggle to figure out how can they get our guns away from us. And one of the ways they could do it would be to limit the sale or purchase of ammunition. So I saw that failing.
Thank you, Derek. Yeah, that's interesting stuff. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we can dive into what you guys had for corroborating info. So the themes that I saw you guys kind of rallying around were the migrant and border violence increase, military conflict escalation, cyber attacks. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. What do you guys have any thoughts on that?
I got a bad feeling about it, man. I really do.
March seems like a historically significant month. March 2024 seems historically significant, and I'm not going to add why, but I just feel like it is.
It was rough to do. It was rough to do.
Bit of a somber mode from the future forecasting group for the month of March here. We'll have to let's make it a better one than it would be otherwise, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. As always, we really appreciate your comments. I look to those when I'm doing my feedback presentations because you guys help me find news stories that match with what the viewers are finding. So that's super helpful for me, and I really appreciate your guys' looking into that stuff. So any other closing thoughts before we close out?
No, that's it. That's like, okay, put it down on the record and sit back and hold on.
Yeah. All right. Well, signing off for now then. Thank you, everybody.